What's up, guys? It's Zeddy. Before I get into my favorite solo queue operators and best ones to like rank up and get some more game sense, I'm gonna get into my settings. A lot of people have requested this on like TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. So I'm gonna show y'all. I do use a slow sense. I'm not gonna get too in depth with like all my settings. I do use muted, stun, and make sure you have manual for drone after prep. For my sense, I use I think 2850. Let's see, 2650. I go between 50 and 60. Just feels like how flick I am that day. My observation, I do use 20, and then for my left and right stick, I use 5. Then my acceleration ramp up time, I use 0.05. For my ADS, this is what I use to control my recoil. I use 2328. So it is a little bit of slower sense, but as you've seen from like the Jinxie video, which most of you are here from that, I can flick onto people. It doesn't take, much to flick to someone's head. But yeah, other than those, the only one that you could use that I like is I use light purple for my optic color, and I use 38. So here I have my operator rankings, like kind of like tier list, and I have them separated by attack and defense and ops that you can solo queue with on any map compared to like solo queue ops that are good based on like certain maps. I'm not gonna go into like each map and what ops are good for each map. I'm gonna say like maybe a top one or two on map dependent and a top one or two on like any map. I'm just gonna show you the ones that I use daily and what helped me the best. These are ones where you can have your own play style, or you can use these to like benefit your team more. So at number one, we have Solid Snake, best operator in the game. This is an operator where if the operator's on the board and not banned, you need to be using it. You get 5 scans, you can tell exactly where enemies are, you get to know exactly what direction they're pointing, and it's just insanely broken. So yeah, I'm going to show you some gameplay on how I use Solid Snake and what my comms are like and like what I'm thinking when I'm playing Snake and finding gaps. I'll just fry this guy. Let's make sure he doesn't have head holes here. Dead. It's just like, gotta have game sense, like knowing that he's gonna rotate off the snake scan. There's probably someone holding 90 here. Could snake it, but I don't want to waste. I'm probably going to. Okay, so we have one in sight. I need to shoot this default cam. My Fink is holding that side, so I'm gonna automatically go to this left side. Someone's also stairs. He's about to get fried. Dead. Just gonna hold their rotate because they're not gonna swing out the bolt. I'm gonna nade him actually. Swing left. He should be dead. I got shotgunned. I mean, I had to play there. There's no way they lose this though. So with this next one, my first defensive character, any map, Sentry's good. This is one of my favorite ops. Really versatile. You get shotgun, TCSG, one of the best guns in the game. You can set up sight really easily, make head holes, rotates. You also get a prox alarm, barbed wire, or deployable shield. Deployable shield is huge on some sites. Others, I use prox alarms and barb. Barb is better if you want to stop them from pushing an angle. Prox alarm is if you just want a notification of if they're on that angle. So prox alarm is good for like hallways, whereas barb is good to like stop an actual push. And I'll show y'all some clips on how I actually use Sentry to get like good angles, how I position, how I play. So side setup, I go Sentry here. Same setup as last time. Always have a rotation hole right here. Teammates can make the rest of that. I go head holes here. See in the aqua and main lobby. Put a prox alarm there so you know if someone's aqua. It's good to reinforce this, but I don't have much time here. Also put a slit here because this is one of the main spots that they come to. I can't spawn peek this because I did earlier in the round. Just make sure I have a good angle right here. I prefer footholds on the aqua wall, but I think it has both Yeah. It depends where you're playing, bro. If you're not playing Aqua, then I would probably put footholds, yeah, but I like playing right here to where I can like quick peek right here, Aqua, and I'll hold this, also entry. And I'm holding main lobby as well, so. They're getting main wall. So I'm probably gonna work towards this area. I'll hold their walk-in right here. Make sure no one's here. Yeah, someone's there. No one's here. I tagged him twice, so he should be pretty low. I'm not getting off this angle though. This angle's like way too good. They have breach open, so I'm gonna start working towards this area. Dead. Go back to this angle. Still free. Dead. Last one's over here, so I'm gonna use my aqua. Head holes. And he's dead. The biggest thing in this game is like positioning. Like I positioned myself so well in like that whole round that I was like where I needed to be for like to stop all their entries. So the next one I'm gonna go here, gotta be Twitch. You get the F2, you get 4 drones. Keep in mind, play slow at Twitch. You don't need to rush into sight. Make sure you take out the default cams with Twitch, take out the cap cans, take out the thorns, all that kind of stuff. You need to play slow. The kills will come. You have to F2, so don't worry about that. Just play slow, and I'll show you how to use this. It's like, I'm gonna just start twitching stuff. First of all, get the default cams that are like really good on you. Just get this random stuff. It's down to a 2v3. I mean, it was a 5v3
Yeah, you're getting rose right now.
just now. So we have one playing piano. Well, mine was last seen over here. Not sure where he's at. But there is a huge gap in this cocktail area. So I'm probably gonna try and use that to my advantage. I'll come back over here. Yeah, right over here. So it's a 1v2. This is the shit I fiend for. Right here. Just get him chasing my drone. He's pretty panicky right now. That's okay. It's 1v2. One's piano, one's over there. Probably just gonna hop down if there is this hatch broken. Yeah. So I'm gonna drone this and hop down hatch. Okay, so I actually can't hop there. However, I can hop this hatch. I just want to make sure Sentry's not watching it. I'm gonna try and get my one-on-one with Sentry. Not sure where Sentry is. I would assume they're both in piano. I get my one-on-one. Should be really easy. Yeah. Pretty sure he's over there. Yeah, saw him. He's gonna be panicking. Dead. I mean, it's just pretty easy. Just got game sense when you're in the scenarios. Stay calm. You know, like understand your goal in a 1v2. Like isolate the one-on-ones. Pretty big. So one of my next favorites for solo queuing has got to be Solis. You get the P90, 50 shots. You get the ability to see drones where they're at. You can also see who's using the drones, where they're standing at while they're using the drone. You get an impact, or you can use a shotgun as well. And it comes with the SMG-11. So these are just top tier weapons and top tier ability. I'll show you how to use it. So here, I'm Solis. I'm doing this little run out. It's pretty safe. We're playing first floor, kitchen. I'm probably gonna kill this kid. I'm gonna wait a few seconds and run out. Yeah, dead. It's pretty safe spawn peek. And now I'm probably gonna wrap towards the entry over here by freezer. I see Ella's holding it, so I don't have to like rush. I do want to hold Vert for my team. I don't hear any shooting over here, so I don't see them on any drones over here either. So it looks like they're taking bakery. They're not coming for Vert either, so I'm probably gonna rotate back to site. Yeah, that's just, I think that was gridlock, right? Yeah. I'm just flip cams, take our time. They're taking bakery, so I'm about to instantly just go back to site. Solis scan, see? Someone on his phone right here. Take some space off this while he's droning. Dead. And there's a shield up. I have 14 shots left. He's probably gonna come to this window. Yeah. And I mean, that's just a GG. I mean, my whole team's outside going for these guys. 8-1, and it's just like, it's just playing fundamentally. Not doing anything crazy, just playing Siege the way it should be. Droning, taking space when you need to, rotate off kills, stuff like that. You'll boost your KD. Alright, so the next solo queue up I like going. I feel like this is a map dependent pick, but I like going Nomad. It's really good for solo queue. You don't have to watch your flanks. You could just Nomad it off and not have to worry about it. You can also use the Nomad as like an aggressor. Kind of use it like a stun or flash and swing off of it. So I'll show you how I use it. It's pretty good if you solo queue. You don't have to rely on people watching like drones or anything like that. You just do it all yourself. There's only 3 left. I think that was Solis upstairs. Oh, it was mute. Smoke. There's one below the. There's one like right below me. Just Nomad. Just do that. So these next two I'm kind of going to pair together and do 2 in 1. I'm going Azami and Thorn. Thorn's really good because you can get kills with the op and with their buff since they go off so fast. It's really nice if you pair with like barbed wire. It's an insta kill. Azami, plain and simple, you basically get to create your own map with the keeper barrier, especially if you're holding somewhere like really powerful like CC on Clubhouse. You get to like basically make rafters your own rafters. Same thing with like Nighthaven Labs holding rafters. Azami's really nice. I really only use it for sites that have rafters, but you can use it on whatever you want. That's why I kind of chose that it was map dependent. So I went Thorn this round just to show y'all. When you go Thorn, you want to pair your barbed wire with your Thorn whatever they're called, Thorn traps. I'm gonna go and reinforce some site, just help my team out a little bit. But with like the fire things being added in the game, I mean you can really pair them pretty well with this, because it's like an insta kill. So I'm gonna go ahead and put like a barb down here and like match my Thorn mine with that. I'm gonna put it like right here, just so they don't see it. I would normally put it on the right side, but they could see it. Rotate goes there, of course. I'm gonna put one as well over here. But as you see here, I'm gonna keep one Thorn in pocket, and I'm doing this because if I need it, I can use it as like a stun grenade or as something I can rotate off of, you know. And how I'm playing it, I'm not playing as aggressive as I normally do. I typically want these reinforced. This droned me, so I'm not gonna play how I did anymore. That's one. So I'm probably gonna put a Thorn mine over here, so they can't actually hop in. They put a claymore there. I can see it, of course. And just like that, that's why you keep a Thorn in pocket. I mean, that just shows how valuable it is. I'm gonna rotate off this kill because they know I'm here. My teammates actually putting in work. Oop, let me get out of here. I just want to show some presence. I'm gonna back off on this. He might get aggro because he hit me. He hit me once. Bad. I mean, it's just like game sense. You can kind of predict when people are gonna push you. They hit a shot on you, so they're probably gonna overheat and think they can just swing you, but they can if you have the right positioning. And when your teammates die, always be looking where they die at. So I know they're probably on CC still. I'm gonna pick this up. And also pick up my barb, put it somewhere else. I'm gonna put it like over here. I'm actually gonna put it like over here. Play a little slower here. Let them come to us. Of course, you know, they do have to plant the bomb at the end of the day. Now, I know they're next to me, so I'm gonna wait for that thorn mine and swing off of it.
Gas pipe.
Once thorn mine goes off, I'm swinging. Like that. Hold a pixel.
Behind.
He's still here. Not gonna throw my body. He's just baiting. Can't walk through the barb, of course. Back off on this flash. He might have already broke it. I don't know. No time, really. It's just like unlosable. Yeah. It's just like playing smart. You know, the kills will come. I'm 4-0. It's like I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just playing the game how you should play the game. I'm rotating off my kills. When they know I'm somewhere, I'm not going to sit there and overheat, you know? I'm getting my kills and I'm rotating out. So last but not least, I'm going to have to go with Grim. This is a really good solo op. You have an EMP to help out your team, or you have a hard breach to start your own push. The Grim you could put it in a doorway, you could put it on a rotate. It stops them from actually coming in to chow you, so you'll always have info where they're at. What I like doing is taking a site and putting the Grim on their rotate or like an external doorway to where you'll know if site's free, it'll stay free just because that Grim's there. So it buys you like an extra few seconds to where you could take site, plant, do what you gotta do. They already shot default, so I should be good. I'm gonna drone this. Make sure no one's like top red or CC, and then I'm just gonna like breach and go in. Yeah, so kind of a lazy drone, but like no one's here. Site's not even set up really, so I'm just gonna like breach this easily. I could use my pistol, but it's gonna take too long because this softball is like really weird. I'm just gonna like instantly walk in, take my space since they didn't set up site. They're not playing CC like they should. This guy backed off of this. Make sure there's not even head holes there. So I'm just like walking in the site. He's dead. And their rotates all just grimmed off. Nah, that's the Logi rotate. Shoot that. They don't even have a rotate here, so like look how free the site is. I'm gonna Grim off his rotate. Yeah. I mean, that just shows how powerful Grim is. Ash would have been better there since I can rush, but like that shows like I'm cutting off their rotates, I'm cutting off their doorways. Like they can't really do much once we do that. Also, those guys didn't really set up site. That's the reality of solo queue. Like that's why I'm always setting up site a lot, because I know my teammates are gonna do it, and that just shows how bad it can punish you. Alright, and for an audible mention, I'm going Aruni, Reason, DMR, Aruni Gate. Have to use util to actually remove the Aruni Gate. Pretty good op. I use it for roaming. DMR, it really takes no skill with today's meta. So no one's down there, so I'm gonna just instantly, I don't even care about noise, I'm just instantly going down to the Chalum like that before he like starts setting up and getting position. I'm gonna open this up in case I need to rotate. I really like this angle. I'm not gonna sell. I'm gonna just play time here. This is like an angle that I just can't die off of. Oh, nice. Yeah, guys, so if you liked the video, drop a sub, follow me on Twitch. This was a little bit longer of a video than I expected. Sorry about that. But I'm live daily. If you ever have any questions or want any tips, check me out. Definitely follow me on Twitch. Check it out. I'm trying to get affiliate. It's been a dream of mine for a while. This is the first YouTube video, so let me know how I did. Show me some love. And I'm out. Peace, guys.